Hi Martina. Wow, you got a band 7 and it's the first time you've done IELTS. That is insane. Absolutely incredible. I've never heard of that before. So many congratulations. Use that success to build towards this 7.5. You can do it. Okay, so thank you for choosing your own title here. Sorry about that. You work in an office, recently been experiencing a health problem. You think it started because of the working conditions and your manager. Okay, so you're absolutely right, someone who you know. Always comma here. So 3 things to do. I want you to draw your attention to my constant either. Either is okay. Constant is like all the time. Frequent means it gets better and then happens again. So probably frequent is better with infections. It would be constant illness otherwise, I reckon. But frequent, caused by the low temperature of the air conditioner, or conditioning, either, in the whole marketing area of the company. I implore you to take action on this matter. I implore you. I love that. That suggests you are absolutely desperate. Okay. My test problem started this summer. Now, here, absolutely past simple, finish time. Started, finished. If you want have, you would have been going since last summer or something like that, have been happening, because then you've got the word since, but which indicates present perfect. But here it started exactly a week after the air conditioner was installed. Now, one air conditioner was installed. Okay, it's worth mentioning that it's set at 10 degrees. Whoa, how horrible! But it's extremely freezing. You can't have extremely freezing. It's a weird thing. Freezing is an extreme adjective, and this is an extreme adverb, but they don't mix. So you can have, and you can't have very freezing. The only one you can have absolutely freezing, completely freezing. But basically, you can't have extremely. It's weird. It's an extreme adjective, but you can't have extremely. If you kind of remember that, then you'll remember what it is. So, absolutely freezing. And leads me to put on my jacket in the middle of summer. Okay, makes me, forces me. Furthermore, the cool temperature dries my airways and makes you more prone to lung infections. Good. Firstly, now, you've got firstly, but you haven't got secondly. My symptoms started, or this started, with a mild cough. However, the symptom severe 3 weeks later. Also burnout twice due to the situation. For this reason, I suggest an increased temperature to above 15, absolutely, which is a tolerable range, still cold. I trust the suggestion from your assistance. Please let me know. Really nice. It's a very good letter. Okay, absolutely fantastic. Well done. Okay, now one little thing. There's a few little things here, aren't there? You go, yours sincerely. So remember, with dear sir, it's yours faithfully. Okay? And with dear somebody else, yours sincerely. Okay? So just remember that. I'll put that in a different colour. That's super important. Okay? All right. Well done. There's a few little errors here. You want to try and get rid of all those. So some people think children that commit crime should be punished. Others think the parents. So discuss both views. So you're going to get both nice layout this. Your opinion here, in here, and there, in there. Okay, brilliant. So crime punishments have always been a controversial issue among individual society. Okay, crime punishments. Maybe choosing the correct or appropriate, good word, crime punishments. We would go actually for crime. Yeah. So choosing the correct or appropriate punishment for crime have always been a controversial issue among individual society. Good. I don't think you'd say crime punishments. You just go punishments for crime. While some believe that children must pay for their actions, good, I agree with those who feel that parents play a critical role in the crimes. Now, not in the crimes necessarily, a critical role in responsibility for the crimes without all responsibility for their children. Okay, so what I'm adding in is really nice, hopefully high-level words here that you might like. It's often stated that children of all ages must suffer the consequences of their decisions, in order to learn from the situation and not repeat the same mistakes in the future. Good. It is not unusual that young people are often prone to challenge the law. For example, lying about their age. Yep, good. Really lovely to have that example there. Nevertheless, some crimes could be more severe, and by applying the correct punishment, young people might be able to more deeply. You're comparing it to not having the right punishment. So more deeply understand how dangerous their actions could be. Now that comes here. Okay? So how dangerous, subject, verb, their actions could be. Okay? So another point to take into account, I would just go simply here, additionally. It's just kind of cleaner. So additionally, if children go through the accurate punishment, the possibility of committing a crime decreases considerably. Okay, accurate. I would go the most suitable. You need to use a superlative here because they're going to have punishment, but your point is that it's the most suitable punishment. Decreases considerably. This is because young people might be less inclined to repeat the crime when they suffer the negative effects. Absolutely fabulous writing. So good. However, it is known that, so I really like these starts to the sentence. It's working really well. Parents are the adults in charge at home, and they are the ones, two of them, who firstly need to learn from mistakes. Okay, I'm just going to hold that thought, okay? There's a clear connection between insufficient education and crimes. For this reason, it's easy to perceive that parents have primary responsibility and should, I would go should instead of must. Very subtle difference. Should pay for the negative impact of young offenders. One example to illustrate this point. So, okay, hang on, let's go back to this. And they are the ones who need to... we're saying the parents should learn. I would kind of go, need to teach right from wrong. I think that's clearer. I'm a little bit confused by that, so I would be safer with this. It's easy to see. Yep, okay, that is fabulous. One example to illustrate this point. Okay, if you're running out of time, just simply go with, for example, okay, when teenagers are raised, either have been raised or are raised. So passive, you don't raise yourself, you are raised by someone else. In a dysfunctional family and suffer from the phenomenon of binge drinking, which leads them to, when teenagers are raised in a dysfunctional family, not which, this leads them. Okay, so when children are raised in a dysfunctional family and suffer from the phenomenon of binge drinking, this is the children, not the parents, I'm assuming. This leads them to lose control, we'll just say lose control, and commit crimes. Okay, this might lead them, I'd be a little bit more suggestive in there. Moreover, parents learn from their mistakes. Okay, you've got that. They'd be more able to teach better values. Here you could have learned from mistakes, but whose mistakes are you talking? Are you talking the parents' mistakes or the children's mistakes? Just a little bit, I think this is probably the choice of word, but I need to be absolutely sure that we're on the right track here. As parents are the guideline of the family, or set the guidelines, young people would benefit from. Now this can't be passive, so would benefit from. You've got it into a passive, so would benefit from their knowledge and will be less susceptible to commit any kind of crime. Good. To conclude, despite the common belief, maybe go instead of some, maybe go the common belief that some young offenders, inarguably, that's an adverb, must be punished. I believe actual children are not more than a mirror of what their parents. Oh wow! Your writing is absolutely insane. This is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm so impressed. You write absolutely beautifully. Can you, I'd be very interested, just drop me a line, tell me what is your history of learning English? Really, really good. What more can I say? Just I need to be sure on that paragraph. So maybe just have another look at that one, but mostly amazing. Well done.